Do not be alarmed by the sudden end to the podcast. What you have heard is merely part 1 of 2. The second part will be next week. Same pod. Wait, next week or
week after, whatever. Yeah, whenever we do it.
Okay. A notable calendar day near you.
Can we pause?
Yes.
Just so the people actually know it. It's coming up next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are doing it.
Yeah, next week.
It will be the week after.
Yeah, the week after.
Okay.
But I'm going to use all of this because this is fantastic.
No, don't use it all. Don't use it all.
You can cut it. You can cut some of it.
Yeah. This is fantastic.
Kill your darling. We'll put it at the back half.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be at least try and sound like we're not just dickheads dicking around.
To be fair, in all actuality, regardless of our professional nature, we are dickheads dicking around.
This should be entertaining.
Before we even, oh man, it's just such a great. If you know what's coming, you know what's coming.
Yeah,
right.
It's so good, and part of the joy is being able to experience that with people like in your life that haven't seen that or read that rather, and they don't know quite what's coming. It's going to be real interesting when they finally get to season 2.
Man, it was so good. I just the fact that Wolverine had gotten the helmet. He had done. Yeah, he made the play, and then he did what he had to do. Like, I mean, we've discussed. Well, I don't know if we've discussed it, but I've certainly heard discussions like, why would you send the Metal Man to fight the man that
against the metal dude?
Yeah, against the dude who can bend metal. Why would you do that? So that we can have this moment. Like, that's why you do it. This is plot armor. Exactly. I don't mind at all. I don't mind it.
Well, see, here's a theory that I've had for almost 30 years. That, like, I finally thank God for the podcast. Thank God for the Top Guys podcast, because I actually have a place that I can actually say this thing. Why do you send the Metal Man against the guy who can manipulate metal? You send him because he tests Magneto's humanity. Would Magneto hurt another mutant in that way? You send Wolverine.
Damn.
Like, he's been preaching for decades about mutant unity and all this other stuff. We must have love for each other as mutants. There's a million ways Magneto could have stopped this man. Freeze him in his tracks. Bind him up in metal. Let Wolverine, it would at least slow him down. Magneto did not walk the walk or talk the talk. He literally went, "Oh, you hurt me. Don't ever do that again. Matter of fact, I'm going to fix it so that you never do that again. Mutant or not, this is what happens to anyone who crosses me." And he did that to send a message to the rest of the mutants on that thing. Because you know what? Eventually, if you try hard enough, You become the thing that you hate the most. And I think that that's what was going on with Magneto. That's why you send the metal guy to go up against the guy who manipulates metal. Just a theory.
Damn.
I think that's a powerful theory. I think you're right. And I think if you could even expound on that and say all of them, none of them kind of wanted to cross the line and all of them did. We've never seen Wolverine's claws actually puncture a human being or, as a line crossed. Professor Xavier never uses his powers to make anyone do anything. And he does it to Magneto. And then Magneto, I was thinking about this. It's funny you say that, Devon, because I was thinking about this when they were standing on the pier with the asteroid M kind of just hovering above Xavier's school. And Magneto's having the conversation where he basically is like, you followed this idiot's dream. Let me give you a real dream that you can come, do what you need to do. And Wolverine's standing on the pier with the claws out. And Magneto is unbothered, as he should be. And the thought occurred to me like, he could have done this at any point in time. And he's never once done this until all the lines got crossed. And I think to a degree, Wolverine ain't really won it because when he goes to get the helmet, he could have stabbed him then. It was when all the lines got crossed that he was like, all right, I ain't got no choice, but I got to put these claws in you, dude. I talk a lot, but you got to get this work. It's just what, but I think you're absolutely right, Devon. I think you're absolutely right. That's why you send the metal man to the man who can manipulate metal.
We're leaving out one important asterisk to this whole thing. The other person in that room that crossed the line, Mr. Scott, I'm the worst.
Bruh.
I'm the worst quarterback ever.
Yeah.
That dude.
The worst Tom Brady. How you gonna, at the 1 yard line, bro, you get a conscience? Sir, we have to stop. Like, what are you talking about?
He Russell Wilson that, man. Russell Wilson, Malcolm Butler. They didn't get a ball to beast mode. They didn't.
It was this close.
Yeah. They're on the one. Run the ball. Run the ball, Scott.
Now Wolverine got, reverse juiced. He ain't never gonna forget that.
No.
Dang.
It's just powerful.
I guess
man.
that leads us in the. Are we done with the thoughts? Or?
Well, just to wrap up my thoughts on episode 9.
Please go for it.
No, just I'm still trying to process this after 2 weeks. Now, episode 5 was the one where I was like, okay, I'm having a hard time processing all this feelings. Then 4 weeks later, 1 month later, it's like, F your feelings. Here's some new ones. And
I thought it was out here.
You know what we didn't touch on, y'all? The moment that Storm and Jean had. It was one of the most powerful moments between two strong women I've ever seen in anything. Make them mind your weather, sister, and them weather your mind.
It was a spiritual moment.
Yes.
It really was.
Beautiful,
It was these two women who happened to be Omega level threats. Basically saying, you good? I'm good? Let's be good together. And it's just like, everybody else should have been quaking in their boots because these ladies are good.
Man, the best.
Yeah, they're the best. Oh, also another scene from episode 9. And I live by this now. When Storm walks into the room, when Forge and Beast are dapping each other up, and she just looks at them and just says, impress me. That was one of the most Prince Rogers Nelson moments of all time. And it was just beautiful. Impress me. Only Storm and Prince could get away with that.
Yeah. Yes. Facts. Yeah, I received that from Storm and Prince. Yeah, that is who I received that from. Like they would say, "Impress me" to me, and I would try.
Yeah. Only Storm and Prince could like actually walk in there in high heel boots, say "impress me," and you're like, "You're Storm, you're Prince. I can impress you."
I'll try.
Is not the miracle of life impressive enough? We are here by cosmic accident.
Prince is like, no, that is not enough.
I'm not impressed.
I tried.
Chris,
oh, buddy.
Episode 10.
Oh man. Let's see if we can get through this. So episode opens, everybody's in a pickle. We're looking at Wolverine. He's got holes where there shouldn't be holes. It's rough times for the X-Men. It's rough times. Rough time. Magneto, he's like comatose now because Professor X like did the freaking memory beam.
Yeah. Violated.
Yeah.
Just line stepper that Charles Xavier. And then, we from there, we're moving back down to Earth. On the surface, we got like the X-Men, Gold Team, right? That's the Gold Team. Gold Team is in a jam. And then who saves the day, baby? Who does? Phoenix. Full super bar, loaded up.
Yep. Full bar of health.
Full confession. Full confession. I did not rewatch the episode. So if you feel me being wavy, bail me out.
You good.
So that I don't embarrass myself to the listener.
You good, man.
Okay.
You cooking.
All right. Okay. Phoenix comes out. It's really hard for me to separate like the actual synopsis from the moments because I really want to talk about Storm's face when she saw Jean light up on all these robots and Mr. Sinister. It was amazing. And I feel like that really dovetailed from the previous talk about sisterhood and stuff.
Right.
Storm was really happy. It's like, yes, cook. Literally.
She cooked that dude. She did.
And then from there, we go back to Asteroid M. Okay. Jean does her thing. Bastion says, F all of this.
Yeah.
And he takes Cable's arm off.
Beats him.
And then straight
beats
up
him with it.
He beats him with
his own
like
arm.
like a shirt.
With his own arm, bro. And then merges with it to become super racist robot.
Yes.
And it just leaves. Just
wow.
Later losers. What? Oh, right. Charles and Magnus, the subplot of this episode is Charles feeling guilty because, he turned his best friend into a vegetable. Yeah. Thanks, man. Really? That's what friends are supposed to do to each other. So the whole episode, he's trying to make Magneto remember who he is. But, Charles can't really hide how much of a jerk he is. So that's going about as well as you'd expect. See, Bastion's flying at Asteroid M.
Yep.
They haven't, the humans, right? At some point in the episode, they decide, let's nuke them.
Yeah.
And
Magneto protocols. How about we just, and this is with Captain America, T'Chaka,
and Iron Man.
Hey, bro. And Iron Man. Maybe
Captain America and Iron Man are standing. This was kind of disappointing for me. I understand why it happened, but Captain America and Iron Man are standing in the room while President Kelly are like, "Well, let's just blow up the asteroid with all the mutants on it," and they're like, "Oh, okay." Just cool with it. I mean, Cap did have a little moment, but it was just more like,
That wasn't enough.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like, like when like a kid is like at the table and he's like, "Hey, I think that we should have Taco Bell," and they're like, "Shut up and eat your food." And Cap's like, "Okay, yeah, all right." And it was just like, "You're Captain America," and I realized this wasn't the X-Men '97 featuring the Captain America soliloquy episode, but it's like you got Cap in the room and he's not doing anything.
Yeah. It felt really out of character.
Yeah.
Although, in the 90s, you couldn't pay people to read the Avengers, so maybe they were making that commentary.
It's accurate.
You stay in the C class, scrub. So from there, Bastion's making his way to Asteroid M, and then all of a sudden, who knocks the hell out of him? Rogue! In space! And it didn't really occur to me. It's like, wait a minute, what air? Why doesn't she Captain Marvel powers?
Yes.
Yeah. They didn't tell you. They didn't remind you of nothing. They just left the viewer. It's like, hey, you'll pick it up. Loved it. And she just combos, just destroys that dude to the moon. And then we get Sunspot, like actually being Sunspot.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was pretty good. I didn't know he was that powerful, man. I really didn't. I thought he just got strong. I didn't know my man could fly and blast and do all this other stuff.
He's the sun.
Yeah. You know what? Like my connection to Sunspot was old school New Mutants, teenage Roberto that wasn't full Super Saiyan. Like I didn't know he could fly and do all this stuff. Crazy.
Oh yeah. It's that negative effect is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It's always good when they do it right. It's always cool. After that, we got the humans actually do launch the nuke. It goes up. It knocks out like the core in Asteroid M, like the reactor situation. It's about to blow up. Everybody loses hope, and then you get this beautiful moment with Cable, who's like armless now.
Yes.
And Jean and Scott basically saying goodbye to their son because, like, what? Come on, stop making me feel my feels on a Wednesday morning.
Family ties, man. That's the theme throughout. It's a thread throughout the whole finale. I love it.
Hurts so good.
Yes.
Then you get that like just big confirmation scene with Morph next to Wolverine.
Yes.
And Wolverine like still comatose.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I got to ask this question. I have to ask this question. There are a couple of reads about that scene online.
Mm-hmm.
Was that morphing into Jean Grey so that Wolverine could hear what he needed to hear from Jean Grey? Or was that Morph saying as Jean Grey what was in their heart?
Yes. Both.
Okay.
Absolutely both. Yep.
I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
And kudos to Marvel for having the cojones to actually do that.
I mean, they said this was going to be true to the X-Men, and it wouldn't be true to X-Men if they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now the drama's going to be like, does Wolverine reciprocate these feelings?
I don't think that they'll do that, but I love the fact that they put it out there.
Man,
he's always been, to be comics accurate, he just loves Jean. Wouldn't surprise me, Stranger Things. And Mariko. Yes,
and Mariko. Many loves. Yeah. Silver Fox is one of them.
I didn't think about Silver Fox.
Storm.
That's right. Okay, I stand corrected. Thank you for...
Wolverine a hoe.
Oh,
listen, man.
Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Wait, what? All right, I stand very correct.
I'm not BSing you. That is
straight up. They had like like a big grown up conversation with each other, like exes that just reconnected after 5 years. It was hilarious.
All right.
Logan Reeves.
I ain't mad. Man, do it. Do what you need to do.
But yeah, I believe that Morph was absolutely doing all of the things that you said, Devon, all at the same time. Absolutely. They love that little hairy man very, very much. And they're probably going to get their heart broke because this fool keep pining after this crazy redhead.
And then friend zoned himself. Let's not forget that he had a chance and he friend zoned himself. That's what he did. He did that.
He knew he needed to, though.
He ain't need to do nothing.
No, there's even a moment in the cartoon in episode 10 where Cyclops says to him, "Don't break her heart."
He does.
Cyclops,
you know what? And I love that scene.
Yeah, it was a great scene.
Yeah.
Even though he was responsible for putting my man's there.
Yeah, he was like,
much.
I got you. I win.
Sorry about that, man.
My bad, man.
Pizza party on me.
Sorry you're dying.
Sorry you're dying, but
break her heart.
do what you do best. Heal. Don't break her heart, but keep dying because you kept threatening me with them claws, and I ain't forget when you hit me in the stomach in season 1. I ain't forget that.
You ruined my car.
Yeah, you ruined my car. You gave me a convertible. What you thought I forgot? Die.
I ain't with that.
Die. I'm gonna say what I'm.
Stole my bike.
Yeah. Did steal his bike.
Stole his bike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pay what you owe, Logan.
A bully.
Pay what you owe.
A villain.
Yeah.
A scourge.
He said, I interrupted Professor Xavier on purpose.
I wanted you to
I
feel
want you to feel
moving from there, we get the Magneto reawakening scene.
Yes.
Oh boy, do we.
Oh man.
Oh boy, do we.
That Magneto's lit. That Magneto lives, man. Emotional.
Yes.
Transcendent.
Like I felt that. Like with the EMP pulses. I mean, well, actually, that's kind of redundant saying EMP pulses. The EMPs around him.
Mm-hmm.
I was with you, though. I felt you.
Pin number.
You could double down on that. EMP pulses.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was so cool. The animation, like in a show that has felt top tier the whole way through.
Yeah.
It still felt like they saved some of the budget specifically for that sequence. It was so cool. Probably needed a seizure warning.
Yes. There actually is. They actually did have it at the top. Like, hey, this episode.
Oh, you're right. They did.
They have it at the top.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They did.
Nice. And then, honestly, this is where I believe that you two can help me suss out what happened. How did the core where like, oh wait, the Bastion was offered a chance?
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm out.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, buddy. Ugh.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
yeah.
Skipping that dude. How were the X-Men thrown to disparate times? What occurred in that situation? Because I'm lifelong comic book fan.
We should back that up and actually talk about the stuff that led up to there.
Okay.
Okay.
Just in the sense that, like, after they take out the nukes, it's looking like the X-Men are going to die. Going down with Asteroid M and basically create like a new extinction level event. So I think we could probably go over that a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much handled with the X-Men basically trying to steer an asteroid away from actually destroying the Earth So that means that the X-Men who had actually been splintered before all have to come together and play their roles to make sure that this thing happens. But then, as things are starting to look like they are totally at their worst, Professor X gets through to Magneto, and Magneto lives. And Magneto actually steers, or better yet, doesn't he? He shatters the asteroid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He shatters the asteroid so that it doesn't hit the Earth and basically unalive everyone, mutants and humans alike. And as the asteroid explodes, boom. The next time we see the X-Men, they are in different time periods. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
What's wild, man, is Bastion's line. It's because you talked about how they all came back together. And this is like right after they offered him essentially like, hey, we're going to stop fighting the future. We're going to embrace it. And Bastion says, a family that can't save itself merely works together to die alone. And then he says, behold, my family. And that's when Beast shows up riding in, the Trojan Sentinel and was like, the Greeks do love their horses and the irony, but it was just wild, man. But to your point, it's they throw them to the winds. I have no idea, but I was just like, I don't know how that happened, but I love it and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting. And Chris, I wanted to ask you about this, man. So they throw half the team to 3000 BC Egypt.
Yeah.
And then half the team, or at least Cyclops and Jean,
Cyclops and Jean
go to
like the deep future.
deep future with Mother Ascani, who, spoilers, I believe is Rachel Summers, if I'm not mistaken. I was going to ask you two to correct me on that.
I would have to look that up.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Man, that's.
I was looking at it. I'm like,
was 3.
But you get young Nathan. But what's wild is then we get young Apocalypse, which made me think. And I wanted to ask you specifically this, Chris, but Devon, you would know this also. Does this mean we might get Rama Tut?
Well, first up,
wow.
Rachel Summers is Mother Ascani in the future.
Okay.
So when you actually see Nathan, that is another family reunion that you're looking at. Because Rachel Summers is the daughter of Scott and Jean, but from a different timeline.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow.
That is Rachel Summers. But
Shenanigans.
Yeah, more shenanigans. More summer shenanigans. As far as Rama Tut, I don't know and I don't care, to be frank, because keep anything Kang related away from me.
Fair,
man.
Fair.
I am.
That's right.
happy.
You forgot. You hate Kang. You're like, I don't want another time.
I don't hate him. I just don't care for him. It's like he is the essence of convoluted. So I could totally live without him. X-Men continuity is convoluted enough without throwing Rama Tut.
Without having to throw a Kang into it. Fair enough.
Yeah, into it. General Immortus. Oh, no, General Immortus is a Doom Patrol. Just Immortus. Plain Immortus. Never mind him.
Rama Tut.
Yeah. So forget all that. I love... See, I absolutely popped when we were in the 3000 BC and the guy that they confront, the guy that they confront pulls down his mask and you see Insaba Nur and his Lionel Richie lips. And it's just like, oh, here we go. We are just, we're hitting all the cylinders. Then we push into the future and we see the Ascani clan meeting the Summers family, and there was a little bit of like foreshadowing in that episode 10, when Scott and Jean project their, I guess it was their astral,
Right.
their astral selves at Cable. And Cable says something to the effect of, I always wanted to go to the past because I've read about the things that you were doing, and I felt like I should have been there with you.
You've been in those stories. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been in those stories. And then when we go to the future and Scott and Jean see the little boy emerge, and he says, hello, Scott, hello, Jean. And they just know. They're like, Nathan. And it's like, it just all comes back full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Just all comes back from that moment in the diner, moving forward into the future.
Right.
Like, it was just beautiful writing.
It's beautiful, right? Beautiful. Post credit scene.
Yes, the post credit scene.
But you still look like you had something even before we get to
No. I was about to ask if we could talk.
Oh, you about
about
to do
that
that? Okay.
Post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Apocalypse in Genosha finding a queen card burnt up, takes it in his hand, and basically says, I can make something with this. Chills, bro. Chills, bros.
Man.
They foreshadowed that
Because
too, man.
here's where I think
Rogue
that this
said
can go.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, here's where I think that this goes. I think Apocalypse is going to make his 4 horsemen.
Yes.
And Remy, Gambit, is going to be his death.
Yep.
I think that's where we're headed.
Cards are always in the X-Men's favor. Like, they foreshadowed that thing, man. Yeah.
Man.
Did y'all?
I think.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, go for it.
Only thing I was going to say, man,
Well,
was that we don't know. The one person we didn't see was Wolverine. We don't know where he ended up. But go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I was honestly, that's great that you talked about that, because I was gonna just ask, what are we, obviously we love this season,
Yes.
it's unimpeachable, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to is Logan getting his groove back, Wolverine, the 90s Adam Kubert comics, where he was just this immortal shit kicker in bars and stuff in the Midwest.
But also think about this. We don't know where Wolverine is. And what has Wolverine been before? Wolverine has been one of Apocalypse's 4 horsemen.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Are you talking am I right in thinking that there was the version of Wolverine that was Apocalypse's 4 horsemen is the one that has a hand missing with a metal?
No, that's Age of Apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, there was one time where potential spoilers. I don't imagine they'll do it just wholesale. I certainly hope they don't. I hope they stretch it out. But at some point, Wolverine is going to have to get his adamantium back.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And in the books, in the past, it has come.
Can I? Okay.
Do you
So-
want it? You want it?
Can we talk about cameos that were in episode 10?
Go
Yeah,
for
man.
it.
All right. I'm just I was popping big time this whole episode, man. It's like
Lord.
there's a scene in there, multiple scenes. Street level, Daredevil,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daredevil And here's another thing, like a little bit of trivia. At one point in time, Marvel Studios was actually talking about doing a Daredevil cartoon. Around the time that they were doing, let's see, X-Men, Spider-Man, and I want to say between
Fantastic Four and Iron Man.
Fantastic Four and Iron Man, and around that time they were actually talking about doing a Daredevil. So I think that there was a callback to them actually wanting to do that. The deep cut of Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, when have you? I think that this might actually be their first animated appearance. Maybe
I feel like
they might have been in Spider-Man.
I feel like they've been.
They might have been in Ultimate Spider-Man.
I think they've been on before.
They might have been in Superhero Squad.
Okay.
They've also had a live action. It was short lived.
They did have a live action. Yeah. Which actually wasn't bad. I actually watched it.
Yeah.
That's the Freeform show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't terrible. Whatever. Pertaining to Wolverine, you see 2 Black Panthers, and you see Wakanda. Where does adamantium come from? Wakanda. So the X-Men may be taking a trip to Wakanda someday. Huh?
Does adamant? I thought that's vibranium.
Vibranium, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. But okay, I'm getting that mixed up. I'm thinking of Captain America's shield. You are talking over me.
And it has a mix. Vibranium, adamantium. I got
right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was trying to spit it out.
I'll allow it.
Okay. No, but I'm saying there probably will be a trip to Wakanda sometime in the future. They're opening up this whole universe. They're opening up and saying there is I don't know if it has a number just yet, but there's 616, there's all this other stuff. Maybe they're saying, hey, no, there's a whole universe within the X-Men 97. Because now that Marvel basically has everything in-house again, they can actually do that.
They can do Spider-Man 98.
Yeah.
Which I would give it all to me. Give it to me.
Hey, Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
I would love if if they wanted to do like a tie-in situation, right? The Fantastic Four movie's coming.
Right.
I would love a Fantastic Four with season 3. That'd be hilarious. I would love that. Give me like 4 episodes.
I think
that had to be a full season.
The fact that we got Dr. Doom tells me much. We're gonna get goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited.
So yeah. So final thoughts, gentlemen, on the entire season.
Yes.
I can't even imagine how my expectations were at a certain point, and they exceeded them.
Yes.
Completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what do I even say to any of this? It was so good, so well written.
You know what's wild? If somebody had said to you, "Go ahead, Devon. I'm sorry, man."
No. I was just gonna say there was a brief moment in my life where 3 of my things were on streaming at one time, like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Shogun, and X-Men 97. It was just pure heaven for me. Now, going back to like what Chris was saying about expectations, mine was super low because I didn't really have a connection to X-Men 92. I gave it a shot.
Right.
I couldn't get past the animation. I heard the stories were pretty good, but the animation for me was a barrier to entry. So I went into X-Men 97 with no real expectations other than this will give me something to do for the next 10 weeks. But then with the first episode, it went from something to do to something that with all my heart and soul I needed to watch because it was so damn good. Like, the way that it just seamlessly blended all of the X-Men eras into something that any X-Men fan could love. Like, there's a shocking amount of people who only know X-Men from the cartoon. They gave them something. There's a good amount of people who know X-Men from its 60-some years of publication. And it just seamlessly took the good, the great, and the not so great parts of the X-Men and rewarded you for the loyalty that you gave it. And I just clap for them. Thank you. Thank you, X-Men. Thank you, X-Men.
Thank you, X-Men 97.
Thank you, X-Men 97.
Once upon a time, I was hooked on crack cocaine, but then X-Men 97 touched my life. Now I'm no longer hooked on crack cocaine. Thank you. Thank you, X-Men. Do that same joke.
Every episode. You have to.
X-Men 97
Every time.
episode. Every time it's mentioned.
Omar, your thoughts?
If I had told y'all that there was going to be an X-Men revival, if you will,
A repass
of the X-Men, but we're going to sideline the most popular X-Men character for the bulk of the episodes. You're going to get very little Wolverine. The moments you'll get are going to be fantastic, but you're going to get very little of him. It's going to be really more of a focus on the team and sort of a redemption of Cyclops. If I had told you that from the jump, I don't know that people would have had their doubts. This to me is like, if you are going to give me something other than what I expect, you must nail it. And oh my goodness, did they? It made me go, I would have never guessed in a million years. Like when I was rewatching episode 8, and there's that scene where Wolverine is falling from the sky and he's cutting through Prime Sentinels. And I thought to myself, this is the first time he does anything since episode 1 when he cut off the head of Master Mold with the charged up Gambit claws. The next time you see him do anything is when he stabs Magneto. Those are the 3 moments of Wolverine. And all of them, I'll take all of them. But you think about everybody else that shined. It's like it's beautiful, what they were able to do with it. It's a perfect show. It's a perfect season. And I can say this, like, the original wasn't this good. It was good, but it wasn't this. Like,
this show makes that old show damn near unwatchable, except for the standout A+ episodes of the old series.
There's an episode, one of my favorites from the original, is when Wolverine fights Alpha Flight. Like, that's a really good one because it cobbles together and really expounds on when they tried to bring him back and make him bring him back to Department H. And you get some of the flashback of how he got the adamantium and so forth. That's one of my favorite episodes. And there's, of course, when he punched Cyclops in the stomach, I was like, yes.
Of course.
Yeah, that makes me very happy. But yeah, there's, I think when you get, once it started getting into season 4, and they were in the Shi'ar and they were doing, like, it got like out there. It's like what were they? How much cocaine did they have when they were creating this? Is what I was, again, to talk, call back to Rick James. Give it to me, So how much of that did they have is what I'm wondering. But this perfection, mastery, worthy.
It was dark when it needed to be.
Yes.
It was mature when it needed to be. It was never juvenile. It was all things that it needed to be when it needed to be them. Like just like turning on up and down a faucet. It just masterful.
Even the episode, man, that was sort of I was thinking back to, I want to say it was either episode 3 or 4, where they went into the arcade game or whatever it was. And I remember in that moment, I was like, oh man, is this where we're going? I remember like that was the only episode that I found myself sort of briefly disappointed in. And looking back on it now in the whole, in the totality, you had to have that episode because episode 5 is Genosha. You can't go into that, you got to ease into that. And then because they knew after episode 5, we are putting the foot on the gas and we are never letting go of you. So you had to have those character building. That's why the writing is beautiful. It's just the storytelling is just fantastic. How they were able to do it is just perfection.
You had to let some light in before things went dark.
Yes.
Shout out to them for reigniting my love of Ace of Base.
Ooh, yes.
You know what? I was thinking about that. I was like, you know what? That's that Disney coin right there.
Yeah.
Because they had money for a pretty good soundtrack. Like
so enough that
what was it? Ace of Base,
episode 10.
Had a couple of radio.
There's a few where you're like, oh, okay. I like you blink and you miss it. They had some hits sprinkled out.
Yeah.
I mean, and in the background,
so
the one that they had in episode 10, you gotta listen for it. It's in the background when Magneto and Xavier are meeting in the bar. Like it's in the backdrop. And I'm like, how much did you pay just to have that be background noise? But the song they used, Turn, 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 that's like it fit into the future that they were talking about. It was relevant to the scene. Just brilliant. Just the care, even not just the writing, but the visual storytelling that when it coincided. There's a line when Magneto is hovering over the pier with Asteroid M in the air, and he's talking about, y'all followed this dude's dream. He disrespects Professor Xavier like, whatever. And as he's kind of passing him by with his words, he is floating past him to speak directly to what he calls my X-Men. And it's I'm passing this dude by. Y'all can come get with me, and Charles, the whole reason why I'm not feeling you is because I promised the boy that he wouldn't be afraid anymore, following your dream. Man, just and I'm sitting here like, man, I feel you, because once you watch episode 5 and Genosha and you see Leech's expression and Magneto, who was all in at that point on Professor Xavier,
he was
trying, man. And you say, it's rough when I'm like, that dude had a point. I haven't felt that since Killmonger. Any final thoughts?
The only thing I can say is when lapsed fans, people who have, well, not lapsed, but people who haven't thought about X-Men in probably the cartoon, probably some 25 years, are texting me going, did you watch that X-Men episode?
Right?
That they got something. And you know what? I think that this will nail it for me. I think I miss being excited about animation. I really did.
Mm.
Like I am like a huge animation fan, but a lot of animation has not been hitting the way that it used to for me. The last time I loved any sort of animated anything with all my heart, where it was like I have to be in front of the television as this thing premieres, was way back with Batman the Animated Series.
Right.
This same thing. Like it is just the best thing I've watched probably, and I'm not joking. I'm saying this across the board. Like television wise. Best thing I probably watched in the past 10 to 20 years.
Damn. That is high praise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I say this because as much as I love things like Shogun, as much as I love things like Mad Men, as much as I like things like Breaking Bad, as much as I love just about anything, I have not felt the need to plop my hind parts in front of a TV, avoid spoilers, and
over stories you already knew.
Over stories I already knew. Basically, the thing of it was, I couldn't wait to share it with other people. And I haven't felt that way about anything in a very long time. And X-Men 97 gave me that. So kudos to the whole team.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
Yes, they did.
It was so crazy in the lead up to this show. A lot of the artists that once I saw the credits that I follow on Instagram and social media like that actually worked on this program, and some of them had like gone dark on social media, and then they reemerge when this starts popping up. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is what I animated. Turns out I follow one of the people that worked on the Nightcrawler Wolverine sequence.
Ooh.
Yes.
Please thank them.
So dope.
That was dope. Yeah. The animation they did on Wolverine being teleported by Nightcrawler was just a thing of beauty. There's just the little subtleties, man.
It's like it took
the way
us
that they handled
into
Nightcrawler.
a Banff.
Yeah. Yes. And how he fights, how he would teleport around someone and throw punches. Like, it's exactly what I imagined, what 12-year-old me who would read the comics and see Nightcrawler doing that, imagined it would look like. Even down to the sound of the Banff. Like, you don't know what a Banff sounds like. And then all of a sudden I hear that and I go, yeah, that's what that would sound like. That's yes. I don't know how they knew how I knew. Yes. The way that they nail Nightcrawler too, just in terms of like, you look at it, when you look at the way that the brilliance of the way that they wrote these characters is that you're like, that's exactly what that character would do. Nightcrawler would pray the rosary. Wolverine would be like, nah, I'm gonna stab you, but I ain't really trying to stab you yet, but I'm gonna stab you because I have to. And I'm gonna say something cool in your ear when I do it. Yeah.
By the way, Magnus, before you die, I drank the last orange.
Yes.
Snick it.
Oh man. I did not think they could top episode 5, and they did. My man talking about this Gambit, remember it. And I'm like, how you gonna go up from here? And then they just kept going up. Robe dropped a dude off a building. And that was one of I don't know that makes the top 10 moments.
And you know what? They made you actually think. Well, you kind of had it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we was like, yeah, that's what I would have done. He kind of asked for it. Yeah.
The only thing that saved him is that he was,
He was a criminal, yeah.
So he died anyway.
Yes.
Awful humans.
Yeah, there's an interesting line, and again, I keep going back to the just the beautiful way they wove in the allegory into the storytelling. There's a line that Magneto says, I'm trying to remember where it was, but he basically was like, Charles was like, Magnus, you must not do this, and whatever it is that he's saying that about, and Magneto was like, yeah, he's like, look, man, did the Genosian lives matter? Which lives matter more? And I'm like, oh, I know what y'all saying in that. All of that stuff was just, what Keenan Ivory message. It's all in there. It's all in there, man. I loved it. It was perfection. Like I said, worthy.
It was excellent.
Worthy.
All of it. Excellent. I don't know how much more we can say. If you haven't seen it, if by some miracle you've made it to the end of our episode and you haven't seen the finale of X-Men 97, choose to live a better life.
Live a better life.
Put it in your eyes.
Yes. I need you to watch it, whoever you are. Watch it. Do it.
You lone stranger.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
Always.
I don't know how we're going to edit this
until all in one.
It's 90 minutes. Yeah, till all in one. Yeah, till all are one.
Damn right. We'll see y'all next time for another rousing, rip-roaring installment.
Oh, Chris, you have to tell people to subscribe and leave us.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can't remember the dumb voice I did.
Peoples of the internets. I think there's something.
People of the internets.
Noble denizens of the digital space, you have made it to the end of yet another rousing episode of the Top Guys podcast. If you would be so kind as to leave a 5-star rating on the digital marketplace wherever your podcasts are sold, we will thank you. We won't thank you, but we will thank you spiritually. We will not read anyone's unless you provide names. Maybe in the future we'll do a newsletter page. Either way, have a great day. Love you all.
Can we get a take 2? Because we should also ask them to do 5 stars and subscribe.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also
You know I'm going to use all of this, right? Because it's gold.
Noble citizens of the internet and the digital space, you have made it to the end of another rousing, rip-roaring episode of the Top Guys podcast. If you enjoyed your time here with us, we kindly ask that wherever you view or listen to your podcast, you would leave a 5-star rating and maybe a nice review. Not like a paragraph, like a sentence, just be nice. We would also like for you to like and subscribe so that you get more 5-star podcast content streamed directly into your brain space.